Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Seraph Syndrome. I am your DM, Danny, also known as Fungifisheye, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, as always, if you guys would like to say hi.
Hello, I'm Noelle and I play Stella Starweaver.
Hello, I'm Tiny and I play Akia Selene.
And this might be the last episode we record before I die in the jungle.
Don't stop!
On the last session of Seraph Syndrome before I go die in a jungle, our party transferred over to the largest, or traversed, Jesus, starting off with a bang, just like the bang that I'm going to make when I die in the jungle.
God.
Our party traversed over the largest dune and entered the small desert known as Sizrat Town. They decided to indulge the ever-wine-drunk Arteno in his quest for booze. After filling their canteens with some fresh water to keep them sated with the blazing heat of the desert, they continued to investigate the local tavern to try to get some wine for Arteno. However, upon entering, they found a Seraph dripping with ichor against the bar. Stella tried to stop Agrim from taking charge, but ultimately failed as Agrim silently gave her a reason to let him take care of it. The battle raged on, but ended up with our party pulling victory from the jaws of terrifying defeat. As the Seraph's body slowly began to crumble, a stone dropped from its body. The stone was something known as a mummer stone, which held a message recorded by the Seraph's partner. After listening to it, Gully took the stone outside to be rid of it. Meanwhile, Akia, Arteno, and Agrim began to look through the bar for wine to shut Arteno up. Gully gave a small prayer before throwing the stone into the dunes, and Stella jump-scared the hell out of him. As we pan back into the scene, Akia, you are in the tavern with Arteno and Agrim. What do you choose to do?
Are they still rummaging through trying to find wine?
They currently are. I would say yes. They are just maneuvering around, looking through this old, decrepit bar for anything that they could find.
I feel like I just wanna look around the bar. If I can see.
Your light spell, I think, would still be going. So the glimmer light of the table you touched. Yep, the whole table is just glowing like radiantly.
Jesus.
It is so bright. As this table illuminates your path, you get to see a majority of the innards of this bar. Inside these buildings, they feel like they're made to keep the air cool. Not unbearable chill like the outside, but cool enough to be livable. And you see that there are a bunch of tables that are carved out of this stone with accents of the colorful bark of the coral walker's skin. You would see that the bar, relatively, is just coated in old alcohol. They're old, like, bottles and mugs that seem untouched for who knows how long. Actually, as you look at your hand where you touch the table, it would be covered in a layer of gray dust.
She just, like, she feels something on her hand, and then she just, like, looks at her hand, and she's like... It kind of starts to shake everything off.
You easily wipe the dust away, so your hand isn't coated in a layer of that. And yeah, you see that there is a door to a room tucked away in the corner behind the bar where Agrim and Arteno is. You just hear Arteno still pestering Agrim.
Oh. I feel like she eyes the door and kind of like turns to like Arteno and Agrim. And now she's watching them bicker. Basically, Arteno just bothering the hell out of him. she kind of just like and kind of turns and starts heading towards the door.
You move through to the door, and you see, as you open it up, you see as the door creaks, as its rusted hinges screech for the first time in probably a century. And as you open the door, you are met with a blackened void on the other side.
Oh. Just darkness.
It is so pitch black in there. It seems like there's not even a window that lets some natural light in.
Ooh. Does it look like it's deep or just looks like pitch black?
Like,
I feel like she would kind of like stick her hand and just be like, this looks so dark. And she's like, is there like a wall here?
yeah, no, you push your hand inwards and your hand definitely does go in. There is a room here.
Yeah, she ain't going alone in that shit. She's turning back around and she's going to where our tenant in the Grim. And I feel like she'll like go where a Grim is and kind of just like tap on his armor to get his attention.
You tap on a Grimm's armor, and he turns to you.
There is a room over there that I kind of want to look at, but it's dark, like really dark, and I don't want to go alone. Can you come with me, please?
The Grim nods and then holds a cup of, like, an empty cup of ale towards you, and he just, like, points at the table after. And then the mug again.
Like the table that's bright right now?
Yep.
Oh, you want me to like, switch it?
He nods.
I'll try. And I feel like she goes to like hold the mug. And do I gotta cast a spell? Or like it doesn't just work?
Do you have a spell? Is like,
Give me a sec.
Is light a cantrip?
Oh no, it just works. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay, yeah, then it works.
Oh, yes, it worked. Oh, thank God.
Cast light. You see as the table's bright light dissipates, and then you see as it transfers over to the mug, and it begins to gleam with a bright light that, as you're looking at it directly, kind of makes you squint.
Oh, it's very bright. She kind of like starts to tuck it like lower down instead of like holding it up. She's just like lowering it down. Okay. Let's go to the room. Still a little strained because she can see it gleaming from like the bottom of her eyes.
Yeah. Like, as you and Grim and Arteno, who is just following behind at this point, Arteno kind of
let him be. Okay, I was about to say, continue that. What is he doing?
Arteno just goes, I think it might be a wise decision to, go...
Stay.
Get Stella and Gully before anything. He looks at a Grim nervously. There's a stray bird out there that I'm afraid that will peck at them. And he walks away.
Hey, what?
A Grim just shrugs.
Run away, right? She's like looking at a Grim like, he wanted to run away, right?
A Grim nods.
It makes sense. Okay. She just like shrugs and just turns back to the door.
As you guys move inwards, Akia, as you hold the light into the blackened void, you see that it remains a blackened void no longer. The light slowly spreads across all the surfaces and casts things in that bright hue. and also thick blacker shadow from the parts facing away. The room is covered head to toe with dust, like thick blanketing. The innards of the room seem to be a small storage room. You see that there are spare glasses that are lined up, racks and shelvings, and various silverware that are neatly held in some of these shelves. And besides those, there are empty crates.
She's kind of just eyeing everything. And then when she looks at the crates, she kind of goes to them to see if she can, like, I don't know, open it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or see inside, however they are.
As you walk up to one of these crates that seemingly doesn't have anything in them, you peer over and you see the bottom of these crates seem rotted through. It's just like, you see the floor beneath the crate.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would say without even a roll, Akio could kind of presume that whatever was in here was probably some sort of meat or perishable thing, and as it rotted, all of that decay broke the bottom of the crate.
Ooh.
But there's no smell.
Oh?
Actually, would you like to roll me a perception check as you're investigating the room?
Yes, 'cause I'm like, I feel like this shit would stink.
I looked this up. The smell of decomposition actually fades away fairly after all of the organic meat is gone.
Oh.
So, interesting fun
That's
fact.
cool.
I looked like a serial killer Googling that shit.
Hey. I got an 8. Where's
but
Stella?
as you look around, you see that, I would say fairly easily, you do see that one of the shelves seem to have some bottles of liquid on top of them.
Oh. And I feel like she would go to them.
Yeah, you walk over to them and you can pick one off the shelf.
Grim. Is this wine?
You hold the bottle. You see the cobwebs that were attached to it kind of flying in a Grimm's face. And as you hold it to him, he is going to make a investigation check.
Grim, do you drink? Do you partake?
He rolled horrible. Igrim just shrugs.
Oh my god.
Do you actually ask Igrim if he drinks?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Ah.
But Igrim doesn't know.
I don't know either.
Can I? Is like the glass clear? Can I see like what the liquid looks like, or like consistency? You know?
Yeah. You wipe the bottle off and you look inwards to it. After the thick layers of dust are gone, you see that there is a darker color liquid sloshing within.
Do you remember if Arteno said what's the color of wine?
Igrim just points at his ears, and then he makes a movement with his hand that's basically like the Pac-Man open his mouth look, and then he shakes his head. He basically tells you that Arteno talks too much, he's not listening.
Yeah. kind of figured. I'm like, I wasn't listening, girl.
She's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not opening it though because I don't know what it smells like. So I'll just bring it to him, I guess. Maybe.
Igrim just...
And she like take one.
Yeah, you take one. Igrim also takes like a couple bottles of the off the shelf and just throws them into the bag of holding casually.
Okay.
But as you guys walk outwards, we are going to cut over to Gully and Stella. As you guys are standing outside, you see Arteno walk out to you, and then Arteno just goes, I think we should be away from the outside now.
Oh, right, you said you saw something. What was it?
Big, scary-looking Seraph. Don't want to use Igrim's perception on that.
All right. Yes, we should get back inside then, I suppose.
Gully just nods and comes along with you.
Yeah, just walk along.
You guys walk back inside, and I'd say around the same time, you see Akia and Igrim coming out into the center of the tavern, holding a bottle of liquid.
Oh. What is that? Actually, I've seen one before, right?
Yes. Very rarely, but you have.
Would I recognize this as wine?
Even with the logos faded from wear and tear of age, you can see that purplish liquid sloshing inside. And you would know that's wine.
Oh, so you did manage to find some wine. That's
Beauty!
wonderful.
He grabs the wine from you. Okay. You see Arteno swing the wine around like he's a father clutching his newborn baby.
Sure happy.
This will perhaps take the edge off.
I hope so. I hope it's as soothing as you say.
And he looks at Aki and goes, "Thank you dearly."
Oh. You're welcome. So it is wine, right?
None other. And he looks at it very,
Ooh.
very endearingly.
Lovingly. Just
Lovingly.
my baby.
How I've missed you so.
Oh. Well,
That's a dumb
happy
thought.
you're happy.
Perhaps this is bad locale to drink, though. Mayhap we should find somewhere secure to rest.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, absolutely. I assume that inn should be pretty secure.
That does sound as secure as it gets. Or the penitentiary-looking thing.
That is quite an interesting place. That might be more practically secure.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get out, it's probably hard to get in too.
But if we did want to sleep, there would probably be beds in the inn.
Yeah. Maybe.
Probably. Yes.
What is your say?
Ah.
I'm used to sleeping in tents. I don't really mind somewhere more secure, but what about everyone else?
Oh, I don't mind either.
Yeah, I'm good with the prison.
Oh.
And I'd say you guys begin to walk over to the prison with that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
God damn it.
Get to see this place.
As you guys are walking there, Gully just starts talking to you guys a little bit about this place.
This
Ooh.
seems to be the small office of the Sand Snare.
The sand snare?
The Sand Snare Rix. It's a prison complex. One that takes place in the Duttless Dunes. Still active to these days.
Oh, really?
Well, criminals exist within the gutter towns. We don't execute them, because that would be inhumane, snuffing out the small life they have. So, governments of every gutter town sends their prisoners over to the Sand Snare, the most secure prison to exist, in days of old and days of now.
Oh, how fascinating.
We love our encyclopedia.
True.
And as you guys get there, after Gully finishes talking, you guys find a lone stone building that has steps upwards onto a porch that hangs towards the back end of town. The windows are barred off with metal beams that dig into the stone. The bricks of the building are astoundingly thick as well. A sign of stone hangs down from the overhang of the building. It's worn down and faded, but it faintly reads, Sand Snare Rix, Temporary Penitentiary.
Inwards we go.
I wonder the last time anyone's been in here.
Well, from my knowledge, all of these towns seem to have been abandoned when the syndrome began to run rife. It was the turn of the disease, I suppose.
That makes sense.
But I'd say at that point, I'd say Gully inspects the door for a way to open it. But he just pushes inwards, and you see this door that is split into two segments. The first is a wooden door, and the second is a doorway made of metallic bars that bar off the exit. The door just pushes open, and the metal bars creak loudly as they move to the side. And as you guys walk in, you see this building is long and narrow, and dips downwards by a step upon entry. Immediately you can see 3 barred-off rooms. Those long and hefty bars of jail cells follow the floor to the ceiling as they drive into the stone. Each of these jail cells have very visible seraphs within them, sitting in various holding cells. Sometimes they are clumped together. The cells of the floors are coated with layers of ichor that have settled into the cracks.
You know, I'm kind of not feeling this place anymore. Let's go to the inn.
Yeah,
Gully turns
shouldn't
around.
stay here.
No.
Yay, beds.
Beds. If there is any. Hopefully.
I'm sure there is. It's an inn.
She starts crossing her fingers.
I'm surprised you're not pushing to go in there more, though.
He turns to Stella.
I mean... Could we?
No.
play devil's advocate,
No.
they are behind bars. But to play myself, I'd rather not.
Please.
You see her with those like pleading eyes of like, no, please. Just the sad puppy eyes, like, I don't wanna.
Alright, no, we don't have to go in there.
I, for one, am fascinated in this building. I must say. Perhaps, if you would like, we could split up a little bit. Have Stella
Ooh.
and perhaps a Grim investigate while we head to the inn. If so is desired.
I think that's
Everybody looks at a Grim.
Grim just shrugs, and he points at his sword, and he looks like he's ready to break the bars.
Oh, okay. Everybody look at Papa. We got Papa's permission. If you guys want that, y'all can go ahead. As she's like slowly stepping backwards.
Yes, at least they're behind bars. And Grim, please don't change that.
You see a Grim has walked into the penitentiary.
He is gonna change
All right,
that.
I'm speed walking behind him.
Good luck.
No, people
Thank
who have
you.
a shred of survival instinct. Let us avoid
Let's
that.
go.
And Gully
Yeah.
just goes, "Yup. At least Stella can give me information about what she's... Oh, information."
He turns around.
No. No. She starts sticking. She's like putting her hands, like trying to stop him. Like, no.
If something dangerous happens, it could be good to have 2 healers on standby.
But she's kind of looking at him like, but then I'm with him.
Gully just sighs and goes, "Okay." And you guys proceed to the inn.
Doesn't he look like he's like hurt or like tired?
Oh, he looks like he was brought back from the brink of death.
You also, I don't think you're in the great predicament for possible danger. You know?
Curiosity. It is my vice.
The devil.
Man.
I mean, what?
Truly.
Okay, let's leave. Let's leave scary prison.
But Gully begrudgingly walks over to the inn with Arteno and
She's like
Akia.
grabbing part of his shirt just to make sure he don't go back. She's like, come on, no, you're not going.
But let's follow Stella and Grim as you guys investigate
The curious cat.
the thing. The curious cat and
the thing.
knight who refuses to let that cat die.
Please. We need her alive.
But you begin to walk inwards towards the prison. You see that there are 3 seraphs within the cages. You see that they all have very drastically different appearances. Even though Grim stares vehemently at them, he doesn't seem inclined to break their bars.
Okay, good. I was wondering. Yeah, I think I would kind of just look between the 3 of them and like observe all their differences.
Yeah, you see one of them is slender. They are thin. They have these golden manacles that clasp its arms together. The Icarus manacles are held together by a short chain, and from beneath them, feathers explode outwards. Its mouth is sealed, shut by a layer of golden ichor punctured through the flesh, like one giant piercing, clipping its lips shut. Or what would be lips. The figure's slender feet is also bound by chains of ivory. You see, it's smaller, shorter than the other seraphs in the prison. Another has wider proportions, its limbs lengthened and pulling large muscle across its frame. You see golden cracks congregate around metallic shackles that remained on. Its hips have slightly pulled outwards, giving its body an ethereal shape. A set of 4 wings split it from its back, small and frail like a sparrow's. And the last one, you see a seraph with long and slender proportions. Its body just twisted and distorted like thin spines twisting and wrapping against each other. Its face is coated in a smooth golden mask, and wings squeeze from beneath it. It's tied in golden ropes around the waist, and it feeds through a hole in its lower abdomen.
Oh. For them to have all seraphized here must be quite lonely.
Igrim just looks at you, and he just makes a symbol with his hand. Or not a symbol, but he just kind of tries to convey a message. You see that with vague hand signs, he kind of gestures to you that, look where they are, they deserve this.
I suppose. Well, I hope they would regret it now if they knew it would lead them. Let's take a look around here. I kind of start inspecting the surroundings.
The top floor of this building actually does seem to be pretty barren, other than these cells. And you see that they're constructed in this way that allows the sweltering heat to build here, almost making their stay within the prison a little agonizing, but not enough to kill them.
Oh wow.
You see, whereas normally the buildings keep windows higher and taller, these have wide windows that are closer to the ground, almost inviting the heat to stay and sit on the ceiling. And you see that there is a small corridor with stone steps that lead downwards towards the back of the facility.
I think for a second, as I kind of noticed the layout of this building, I kind of wonder what someone has to do to have to go through this kind of cruelty, even in such small ways.
Mm-hmm.
And as I kind of carry that thought with me, I think I kind of just walk over to the back.
As you walk over to the back, and you continue down the stairs, I think. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Igrim follows behind you. And as you walk down the stone steps, the atmosphere grows colder and colder. There are no lights, just deep pitch black abyss, as even the stairs fade away to those without dark vision. But you have that. The walls are made from rough stone. Divots line the walls with small metallic candle holders. Clumps of melted wax collecting dust as cobwebs drape the corners of the room. There are 2 desks in this room, both facing a wall, and a corkboard is hung on that wall, with racks nearby it.
Oh. I think I go over to inspect the corkboard.
Yeah, you go to investigate the corkboard, and you see that there are various pinholes poked into the corkboard, various streams of information and bounties pressed up against it. You see that whatever person worked here seemed to be very diligently hunting criminals on the dunes.
Huh.
I wonder if that Seraph in the tavern worked here. Say, Grim, I know that you've traveled the world quite a bit. Have you ever felt like you've seen everything you could?
Igrim shrugs, as if seeing those things isn't a big thing to him.
I see. So, you've never really felt like truly captivated by anything, or like something was the most wondrous or the most horrible thing you've ever seen?
Igrim starts moving over to the corkboard where you're at, and begins to write over the top of some of these old, like, wanted posters.
Oh, goodness.
You're the one asking questions.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Is there any
Igrim-
paper around here?
He's not speaking.
You see that there is paper on the desk if you're looking for it.
Blank paper?
You can't. If you want to investigate the desks, that's a whole separate thing.
Okay.
Wait. Let me get
you
paper.
want to stop it, Grim?
Wait, hold on, let me find some paper. I'm gonna start looking at the desk.
You look at the desks, and you see they don't have much on them. Dusty old paperwork that details some of the criminals and outlaws persecuted during what seems to be the time of Duvarg. It seems crime ran rampant within the dunes, or maybe across the entirety of the world while the war was going. And you see there are 3 papers that have details of 3 criminals that are on top of the desk. You also see that they are being held down by what you now know to be a mummer stone.
Oh. So all of them have those? Or...
Only one of them has the mummer stone, but you can very easily read the papers if you want to.
Okay, yes, absolutely.
Okay. You pick up a paper detailing the criminal that is above, known as Daggery Wilton. You see a halfling man. And you read... Or do you want me to send this to you so you can read it? Or do you want me to just read it for you?
I think you could read it.
Okay. Daggery Wilton, a swindler who conned good people out of money post-war times. Once Duvarg had been defeated by the hero, Themis, Arya, and Luxra. Daggery took to the dunes and began to sell elixirs to people harmed by the demon lord Duvarg's armies. He sold tinctures to soothe the eternal stinging of hellfire from old wounds, or things that could take away the scars. However, it was all a lie, and one that people spent their entire livings on. When caught by the sheriff, Daggery proclaimed innocence. However, his crime saw him to life within the Sanderix penitentiary. He is to be taken there as the Iron Serpents arrive.
Man, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I guess I do know what someone would have to do now.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Rot.
Yeah, oh my god.
Do you wish to read onwards on the rest of them?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll just go through them because you are picking them up as you are. And we'll pause in between so you guys can share your thoughts. You pick up the next paper. Huston Farkal, a human man. Huston Farkal, an assailant who attacked an innocent man in the streets. Huston Farkal fell into a long-lasting hysteria after the battle with Duvarg had concluded. He would proclaim the end of the days and act erratically. This behavior accumulated towards Huston to attack and maul the victim of Aurelie Bragan within the saloon. Huston shows mental instability in a degree that he is no longer suitable for humanoid living. The only words that leave his mouth are now, "The gold sky beckons." After being judged unsuitable for basic living, he was to be taken to the Sansnararix upon the Iron Serpent's arrival.
I think my jaw just drops as I read that. Ikrim, this is kind of crazy. Do you think this person knew something? I kind of...
Yeah.
He did.
Wow, you really aren't shocked by anything.
I mean, didn't he like split someone in half?
Yeah.
You know
So
what?
like,
Yeah.
how he kills, I'm not surprised that this would not phase him. Motherfucker said it, bro. I ripped someone in half. What do you mean this is gonna phase me? Me? Please, bitch, please.
I think I might keep that one, actually.
Okay, of course.
That is fascinating.
You
Oh,
pocket
Gully
the
gonna want
paper
that.
of Huston for a call. And you pick up the last piece of paper, moving the Mummerstone away. And you see the last paper is detailing the crimes of one Debrilla Wilter, a half-elven woman. Debrilla Wilter, an outlaw who has evaded capture for 10 years. She used the guise of chaos created by the Demon King's revolt against man to capture various humanoids and demonic victims, and sold them for ransom. If ransom was never met, she was rumored to have sold them within Mundus Mortis. Debrilla Wilter is said to be held in Sanderix for the rest of her life, when the Iron Serpents arrive.
Oh. Okay. I see what you meant now, Igrim.
He just nods.
Yeah. She's like, damn, they really did deserve to be here.
I think I pick up the Mummerstone and I kind of like replicate what Gully did and try to play it.
As you pick up the Mummerstone and you imbue some arcane energy into it, you hear as that crackling starts, and then you hear, "Me and Calray have been traversing the dunes for a while now. This town slowly poured empty like sands in an hourglass. We caught some nasty criminals within these parts. Duvark's been dead for 13 years. And whatever curse he placed on us seems to be catching people at different rates. I'm not the smartest folk, but I noticed patterns in the way we're eaten up. The old folks out, the ones who ran the watering can 2 years back, they went up in holy fire. Took a dozen rounds to sink 'em solid. The next year, a halfling fella, decorated in the feathers and gold, dropped down in the middle of our waters. The last question I asked him was, 'How old are you?' And well, he choked down on whatever gold shit was flooding through his throat. He said 38. A few other folks have gone down around that age since. All around that age. Even a fool can notice. It seems we got an expiration date now. That line seems to be down the middle of our lives. I better get to living." And then you hear as it cuts out.
That is truly haunting. A curse from Duvark. I think since this is like a more professional message and isn't really addressed to anyone, I think I will take this one.
Yeah, this seems to be like, this is kind of like one of those daily log things
Yeah.
that people would do. And he would erase the daily log every time he recorded a new one. You just happened to catch the last one.
God, I hope that wasn't him. Oh, right, paper. These are the
Ikram
only
just
papers.
grabs the swindler paper.
I forgot
and he
this was
begins
the
to
goal at
write
the
on it.
beginning.
You know what? That's fine, actually.
I forgot the original thing was to find paper.
Find paper, yeah. Ikram just
Right, my
looks
king.
at you until you ask him the question again.
Ah, right. What did I ask again? Wait.
He just drops the paper and walks away.
Okay, wait. No. Okay, no. Basically, I just wanted to know if you've ever felt truly moved by anything in all of the years you've been alive, whether it be in a positive or negative way.
Ikram looks down at the paper for a minute. He writes, "I have not been moved by the actions of man or the actions of beast. I have not been appalled by the actions of man or the actions of beast. I only exist for one purpose, and that purpose is to protect.
I kind of tilt my head at the paper a little bit. Sometimes I can't tell if the things you say are metaphor or literal. Ever the
Grim
enigma.
just writes, "Death becomes of all, those who fall before my blade, and those who never reach it. Death will never reach Igrim." And I'd say at that point, he puts the paper in front of you.
I just kind of look down at this, my eyes wide. And more than ever, I just wonder, what are you?
Will we ever know? Lord.
As that question lingers on your mind, as you guys stand here over this table, and Igrim starts to walk up the stairs, that is where we will end today's session of Seraph.
Yay!